as well. But this gets the football to start things off, and we're underway on a Friday night from the 15-yard line, trying to find a little bit of a crease and stop.
Allowed them the chance to win the game. Now, they weren't able to do so. But that was certainly their best offensive series of the week, and they're trying to really use that to catapult them into this week and face this Michigan team on the road.
Jacob Cabody is the running back, and Cabody will get the carry on first down. Now, Joel, let's take a look at some of your players to watch for this one.
You know, Memphis has been so good throwing the football. In fact, they're a couple of years now. In the back end for Michigan, Kai Nakua is all over the field, and he's a ball hawk.
To the air for the first time and targeting Jonathan Adams. The pass incomplete with the coverage out there from Adonis Alexander.
There's not
time in this city with the Lions a few years back. Been in the UFL the last few years. Williams under some pressure trying to escape. He cannot. Dropped for a loss back at the 28-yard line, and it's the veteran Walter Palmore who makes the sack.
What a great
against a line that had done a pretty good job protecting their quarterbacks. Only 4 sacks through the first 3 games this year. So after the loss of 4, a 3 and out, Malik Turner is the deep man, and Turner will watch this one bounce out of bounds near the 30-yard line.
Gating with his legs and then getting the line to gain or getting into the end zone.
Perkins on first down wants to go up top, and he wants to go deep, taking a shot right away, and the pass overthrown. He wanted Jalen Moore. Running stride for stride with him was Eric Guerrer, and it's second down as
league in tackles. Number 42, the former Buckeye, has been very good this year.
On second down and 10, the handoff to Nate McCrary, and McCrary trying to provide a little spark in that run game. He's been banged up, still probably
to get him this 3rd and 5.
44% this year conversion rate on 3rd down for the Panthers. Perkins flushed out of the pocket. Here's where Joel talked about the damage he can do. He slips through 1 tackle, but he's going to end up short of the first down by about 1.5 yards.
Tell you what, if he and his eyes up.
Now we've got a stoppage. They're going to reset this one, get everybody situated before 4th and 2. So the teams exchange 3 and outs to start this one. And the snap goes wide of Vernon all the way back to the 10-yard line. Vernon just going to try to punt, and it's blocked. It'll trickle out of bounds near the 20. A special teams disaster early for the Michigan Panthers.
After that, and Vernon can't get it off finally. And now how about this first down for Memphis?
And how about this, E.J. Perry on the field, and his first opportunity batted down at the line of scrimmage by Kenny Willekes.
So now how about this second series, Kev? E.J. Perry comes into the game. They would have been in a great position to win without that pick 6 that he threw.
Derek Prince, he goes nowhere. 2 plays from the 20 and absolutely no forward movement at all for the Showboats on a 3rd and long.
This team has been just killed, speaking of Memphis, by turnovers. A league worst 8 turnovers this year. And they've got no takeaways on defense. It's been such a rough start. -8 turnover margin. That is just wild. You look at some of the close games that they've lost. They lost 17-12 to DC week 2, by 1 last week to Houston. They've got to find a way to hold on to the football.
3rd down and 10. They've struggled on 3rd down this year. Pressure coming. Perry with time after that pressure's picked up, and a flag down in the end zone. He wanted Adams, the coverage from DJ Miller. The
14, sir.
Pass interference, defense number 14. 15-yard penalty.
Turnovers and some of the pick 6s. So to try to get this, I would even call it a turnover, that bad snap. They've got to execute here and try to get into the end zone.
On 1st down and goal, handoff in the backfield. It's Prince, turns the corner, and Prince out of bounds near the 2, where it'll be 2nd and goal. It's a pretty good run by the Tulsa product there. It looked like it was going nowhere.
Yeah, that's an excellent play. Of course, Coach Ken Wisenhunt, like you said, stepped down as the head coach on Wednesday. And so they've had some flux in that coaching staff, and Noel trying to calm things down here inside the 5.
35 straight. Here we go.
This week by Jim Turner, the veteran offensive coordinator, on 2nd and goal. Play clock gets down to 0 as the handoff up the middle. Prince chugging toward the goal line. He's in for a Showboats touchdown.
Barney.
You say, oh.
Good run. Second.
Bad snap for Memphis. Now finally some good stuff happening for the Showboats.
And a 2-point try from the 5-yard line. A.J. Wilson, the tight end, in motion. E.J. Perry to the end zone. Incomplete. And it's still 6-0 Memphis.
Like hustle down there and make the play, make the tackle, and then they get up and they're all fired up, you know. But when you snap it to the end zone, that's not a good look.
Devin Ross with the return out to the 30-yard line. The ball came out at the end of that return. Memphis is saying they have it. Would it be a second special teams turnover by Michigan?
White has the ball. Red ball.
What do you have?
Let's put one down where we're supposed to be. He was down or recovered. Recovered or down? Okay. The ruling on the field is a fumble recovered by the receiving team. It's 1st and 10.
Boy, Michigan in the game, and you're right, Michigan is really fortunate.
So they dodge one there, keep it at the 29-yard line where it's 1st down and 10. Perkins over the middle, dropped. A lot of pressure on Malik Turner as he came across to try to catch that short pass, and it's 2nd down.
You know, this Memphis defense, you're looking at a team that is tied for last in the UFL in sacks. They've only had 2. They're last in takeaways. They have not had a turnover in 3 games. They're last in tackles for loss behind the line of scrimmage, and yet you would never know that by the way that they've started this game. Lots of energy up front for the Showboats.
2nd and 10, handoff to Jaden Sheridan for a couple. Not much there, and Marcel Belfay's got to come up with a big one on 3rd.
Stay 11. Here we go. Rex vacant. Rick.
3rd and 9. Perkins in a clean pocket to the outside, stopped short of the 1st down. He found Jaden Sheridan, but his opposite
Coordinator, you would never know it. We've made special teams plays here for Memphis. Defense playing well, offensive line playing well. Great start here for the Showboats.
Back-to-back 3 and outs, and a much better snap this time comes back to Seth Vernon. Uncorks a beauty. All the way back to the 5-yard line and trying to find any semblance of daylight to the outside is Isaiah Henney. Good coverage downfield and an outstanding to his leadership style when we chatted with him before the game, and we'll hear from Jenny in just a moment about that as Troy Williams is back at quarterback now, and on 1st down the handoff to Cabote. Cabote losing ground, and Kenny Willicus pouncing on him at the 10-yard line. But an excellent start, Jenny, for the new leadership style of Jim Turner tonight.
Well, it was so special hearing from him this week. You just mentioned it. He's always wanted to be ahead. Felt like it was the right thing to do. His coaching dreams had to be put on hold, but he talks about the Marine Corps as such a huge part of his identity. It taught him how to lead, and he tries to bring that leadership to coaching every day.
Middle and a short toss to D. Anderson back out near the 15-yard line for the Showboats.
Jenny, that leadership style, you can tell, has paid off, you know, and this team has responded just in a few short days, you know, regardless of this series. They've come out with good energy here in the first 10 minutes of this ball game, and this is really the first adversity that they've had now, taking snaps inside their own 20 as they're kind of going back and forth here between quarterbacks Troy Williams and E.J. Perry.
Williams Mims sets up the screen. Well defended all the way around by Michigan and finished off by Javen White.
Boy, he read this beautifully.
So if you do that, look, go here. Because I'm going to hold the safety. Boom.
After the loss of 4, Memphis will punt this one away. Should be good field position for the Panthers. Matt Mengel from his end zone with a flag down. Malik Turner from the Memphis 49 with the fair catch, and here comes a flag with the tackle made by Jaquan Shepard after waving for the fair catch, and Turner helped up.
I got offside defense number 15.
Okay. And then they have kick-catch interference, which is on the kicking team, right? So they're going to, this is an offset.
Yeah.
You guys have kick-catch interference?
So it's a dead ball foul because it was a fair catch, and then the kicking team player knocked the returner down.
Okay, so we're going to add on the 5 here for the offside, right?
That's correct.
And then they're going to enforce 15.
Joel, I love hearing the conversation between everybody, sorting all this out.
Offside on you, foul on them, let's get you off.
Doing right?
What's the
agree?
It's a double win.
Hey, Mike.
Yes.
Double foul with change of possession. We got offense up front and defense at the end.
Yeah. Mike. Okay. Offside defense. Interference with the opportunity to catch a kick. Offense. The penalty's offset. It's 4th down.
I feel like we were at a mound meeting in Bull Durham. Well, candlesticks make a nice gift. We're dealing with a lot of stuff here, Kev. You got it?
There was a lot in that conversation. I'm still trying to sort it all out just like they were.
Hector needs a live chicken to take the grease off his glove.
So after all that, we resume right where we were with another punt. Malik Turner back out there, and Matt Mengel will go to work. From the 30-yard line. Turner across the 40, breaks 1 tackle and is down at the 48-yard line.
Fancy light.
Out comes Bryce Perkins, Offensive Player of the Week in the UFL. Great field position from the 47-yard line.
Yeah, need to capitalize on this when you get the ball with this type of field position.
Prairie with an opening on the right side into Showboats territory down to the 46-yard line. Bryce Perkins, a guy who spent several years with Sean McVay and the Rams. He came in as an undrafted rookie in 2020, spent the year on the practice squad, also in 2021. Got to start once in 5 games played in 2022. He's got that NFL experience.
He's a big reason why they have the #2 scoring team in the league right now. And, you know, he came in. Danny Etling actually got the start last week for them, but he went out after a big hit to the head in the 1st quarter, and Perkins just took over and let him right down the field.
Nothing doing up the middle from the Prairie, and it'll bring up 3rd and short for Perkins and these Michigan Panthers, trying to convert and keep this good possession alive in Showboats territory, down 6-0.
Memphis's defensive line has been very good for Jim Turner so far, and that group is led by number 8, Boogie Roberts, and he's already been all over the field. And again, he's got a personality to match now. He'll tell you about it, but he's been tremendous so far here tonight.
Panthers 0 for 2 on 3rd down tonight. 3rd down and 3. Perkins quick out of the backfield. Catch made by McCrary, and a 1st down to keep this drive moving.
I'll tell you, this is a really tough play for a linebacker because look at the sticks.
First and 10. Perkins will run up the middle with room across the 35 and a slide down at the 33 after a gain of 8. Well, he spent that time on 2nd down and 2. The handoff up the middle. And Toa with the first down for Michigan. For more on Bryce Perkins, we check in with Jenny.
And we talk so often about how these guys want to get back to the league. And what's so fascinating to me about Bryce's story is he had a really serious injury back in 2016. And I know that's a long time ago, but it happened in practice. He fractured 2 vertically. The game could have been taken away. I have so much more to prove, my leadership on display, and I'm ready to keep going here.
Well, it's one of the reasons as he rolls out and throws down the sideline complete. One of the reasons Mike Nolan loves this team is because of guys like that, those veterans who can make plays like Perkins just tops. And off and an opening again. Shedding tackles into the end zone for a Michigan touchdown. Touchdown of the season, and Michigan's evened it up.
How about the offensive line here? Kev, these guys doing work up front. 6'5", 304, number 69. He just pancaked the defensive lineman, opened up a huge gaping hole for Toa, and he was into the end zone.
They'll go for 1. That's been the usual choice this year for Michigan. You can go for 1, 2, or 3 in the UFL. No kicks for extra points. It'll be Toa fighting for the goal line, and the conversion gives Michigan a 7-6 lead.